Hello, welcome. Winslow here. We are in Empyrion. Galactic Survival Reforged Eden. I am aboard my Sunat Infiltrator. I'm at home. I'm at the base. I need to do some ship work so that we can continue quests going forward. Something I'm gonna do. We're gonna build a small vessel that is combat. One ship that I like that is probably one of my favorite is the Interceptor. This is from Jay Randall, and a medium jet booster and a mobile constructor. Now there's going to be added stuff that I'm going to need to put in after. Go medium jet booster, mobile constructor. Let's put that in there as well. Medium jet booster. Let's see what mobile constructor. We're gonna be. I'm gonna build this, and then I'm going to kind of change the weapon loadout, etc. Because this ship is not updated for Reforged E. Got put all the stuff on my bar. Might as well just put all of these in the workshop. We'll see what I need after. Okay. So nope, wrong button. We're gonna do that. That iron is done. Copper. I'm not gonna put that full pile of copper in. I want to save copper. We need about 1,000 silicon. Overshoot our titanium. Only need about that much. Neo Erestrum Ziscosium. Enough is Ziscosium. I need Neo and carbon, and then small optronic bridge. Then we're gonna put all of those back. I think I'm actually pretty low on neodymium. Oh no, I have enough, I think, for my needs for them. Yeah. I am gonna need to go do a run for these eventually to go get raw ore. And then like 3,000 carbon substrate. Which, hey, that's half of that right there. Then I gotta make my bridges. 15 bridges. Is it small bridge? Yeah. Now we'll probably end up making more. Small bridge. 16, that will be. I'm going to be changing the weapons. I'm going to make it just a light combat fighter. This version comes with no shielding. I don't think it has shield. I don't think it has warp. It doesn't need warp. So I'm not going to waste the interior space. But I'm going to put positrons and lasers on it. And then we're going to use that to be able to take out gun placements on POIs. We're going to land a little bit away with our capital vessel and then get in this ship and go take out guns. The smaller vessels with good shielding tend to be better for taking out some guns because they're more maneuverable. You can make a capital vessel that is like death from above that will just bombard POI. But the thing that it won't target is any sort of sentry guns, any enemy sentries. You have to manually target those. And those can eventually, if you're not paying attention, can chip down your shields on your CV. So I like using a small vessel for stuff like that. We're going to let these build out, and then I'm going to place down the ship, and we will get it outfitted. And I will see you then. Last one, and it's taking my neodymium to craft these, and I know that I'm going to need more. So we're going to go to a desert planet and farm up some more of that so that we can smelt it out, because we'll need a lot of that for future stuff. And now's as good a time as any, realistically. Here, I put you. Let's put you. What's that actually? Put you on the roof? I need. Not like I need anything from my solar panels. That's gonna sit down. Now, in Reforged Eden, it changes the gun loadout from vanilla. In vanilla, it's not these laser turrets. But what I'm gonna do is put positrons underneath, and then fill this stuff in. And we're not going to turn her on yet, because I need to sort out the CPU, because the difference with the CPU in vanilla versus Reforged Eden is Reforged Eden needs all CPU extenders, right? Vanilla, it only cares about the highest CPU. So we're gonna have to make more. So I'm gonna leave that up there, and we're gonna go to the desert so I can get some Neo. And I'll see you when we get there. Check out one of the planets in the system in orbit before going down to the stormy desert. I don't really want to do the stormy desert, but I need to make sure that there's not going to be a lot of I don't think there's a lot of enemy ships here. Promethium, cobalt. I think Polaris has this system pretty much locked down and under control, which I appreciate because I'm friends with them. Iron asteroid. Turn on my ship remotely. But it can warm up. That's the thing that you can do, by the way. You can turn on a ship that is docked to you. Go into your ship panel, go over here to the registry. And if you're in your sector, turn your ship on remotely. That's the mining facility. I don't want to mine that. Orbital station. I don't want to deal with. That would be an easy kill. We're almost to the point of where I'm going to be out clearing out POIs. I'm just getting my fleet ready, and after this, we're going to be doing the remaining Xerax quests. They added some holiday stuff, which I'm not interested in doing. I really hate when games do that. Give me seasonal stuff to do. Season. So, shipyard. There's lots of good stuff to attack here too. So, when we get to pirate ship out there, magnesium. When we get to the point where we're taking out all the POIs and stuff, I can completely clear out this system. I'll wipe them off every planet. Because we can, as we determined in our science video, we can have a base around a space base. And I'll probably just make that like a forge base. So I would just do just a simple enclosure with the standard items like generators, shielding, lots of solar and batteries, solar panels and batteries, and then just have constructors in a furnace. The simplest way to do it. That way I have a place that I can smelt down the ore quickly, rather than having to do it in a ship constructor slowly. For when the inevitable drones show up, if they do. Yeah, I think it would be nice to have like a fueling station in orbit. It's super radiation outside. I'm not going to be outside this ship for too long. I think that is going to be more than sufficient for what I'm needing right now. I'm also almost out of gas on the ship, trying to dock upside down. Not going to very dangerously fly outside the ship while there's combat going on. I'm smart. Okay. They threw a lot of drones at me. A lot of interceptors and predictors. That's fun. All right, let's get home. Build some shit. That was definitely better than going to the moon or the stormy desert planet, because the visibility for those is terrible, absolutely terrible. It'll pop in POIs when you're within about 100 meters, and more often than not, it's anti-aircraft turrets. So that's very bad news. Abandoned shipping pallet. What? That's some. We're just gonna. We're just gonna see what kind of damage I can. Eh. I need better strafing thrusters to avoid shots. Yeah, I'm gonna need. Yep, gonna need some thruster improvements. I'll get there. I have other ships that I can drop too, that I can build. As you can see, I have from earlier. I do have 2 ships here ready to plop out that have been completed. This is a modification of J. Randall's mining module. And then my ship, my carrier, which I will be deploying once I have, once I'm ready to move from system to system. I will be packing up everything and taking it with us. We'll be done with the system. Done! Think of where in my design I can put more thrusters. My strafing thrust. Probably. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to increase those. I want them to be at least 30 for these numbers. 30 meters per. Because I want to strafe, I need to strafe at least at the same speed, 100 meters per second for the max. Okie dokie. Let's start getting our components ready. See, the compound is out of power. Oh, it's not out of power. I kept the shield off. Cube. Someone commented that saving the stones is good because you can use those for crafting, and that is true. You can use those to craft ores. I typically do not because it is slow. We're going to let those cook up. I got to design out what I need for this guy. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to be taking off the laser turrets. I'm going to retrieve. First thing we're going to do is we're going to connect to a box. Because I don't want to use laser turrets, because universally the ammo for lasers is kind of a pain to maintain. And positrons are much stronger. Well, no, lasers hit harder. Positrons are, I think, more accurate. Gatlings are going to be fine. Figure out what I want to do. And I'm not going to turn it on before we've got the CPUs sorted. So on the inside, we've got some space on the inside for shield parts. Want to kind of rework the insides. That has to stay. The wireless has to. Ventilation. Constructor. I don't need two constructors. What do I have for storage? Ammo. Go left and that. I don't need the boxes. Got big storage, container controller, ammo controller. That's all I need. Okay. And taxi tank will go in the front here, and what I've got to do is I'm going to have to put everything else apartment. I'm going to move the, because I want the detector. I like putting the detector on as far to the left as possible within the design of the ship, because then that counts as your first gun, because it is a weapon. It is classified as a weapon, and then that always makes it item number 1 on your weapon loadout, so that you're not accidentally, when first boarding a ship, shooting rockets. I want it to be in a spot where it fits with the design of the ship. It doesn't look funky. Is that going to be flat? Oh. What I could do can literally just take out one of these. Those are the wings. They can't be taken out. There. Boop. Detector. So again, that'll always be option in slot 1 because that's going to be the furthest to the left. That's how you set your detectors if you want your detector to always be number 1. This radar is a deco. So this can go. That is a deco block. So that gives me an added spot for a turret. Okay, so I want... Well, I can find out how many I need. 6 positron turrets. And see that by taking those out, that changed my CPU by quite a bit because turrets are expensive. CPU. Let's build our other CPU pieces. I need that, and then I don't have enough for bridges and coils. Oh, because I'm going to need my neodymium, which should be almost done. We're going to do you, A8, that in there. See if we can. Imperial. So that's going to be 1 basic, 2 improved, and it already has 2 advanced in there. I believe it has 2 advanced. Just double check. I'm really glad that my microphone has been on this entire It just looked down like, has my mic been muted? These are the improved. So it's already got the tier 2. Yes. So I need the basic and then 4 of the big ones. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Basic is done. See, this is why we check, because I would have built the wrong ones. So then that we need 2, 3. That's going to take a bit to cook. But until then, I can put... No, we're going to put that... I need second constructor. Make... Nope, haven't learned it yet. Okay. We're going to go here. That might be under... No, positron beam turrets. It's because it's not the right constructor. Is this the... That's the advanced. Oh, that's right, because it's a weapon. Okay. Elemental pentaxid. I need my pentaxid. There. I'm really going to need to go pentaxid farming too. I need 6. I don't know if I'll have enough for it, but we'll do what we're going to do. I'm also going to need disruptors. We're going to need a shield. Best I can do is a light, and then I'm going to do... We can do 8 and 8, huh? Might as well queue them up, get as many of them as we can. Small ships are not intended to have a huge shield bank, but we'll get everything in there that we can. I don't need warp for it, because it's not going to be doing any planetary travel on its own. It's always going to be traveling with the infiltrator. It's really like, yep. It's like a drone. It reminds me of just like the little personal drones you can buy. I don't want to turn it on until we're set because I don't want it to blow up. Not fueling it or anything. And tax a tank. Be slow. Okay. I'm gonna let all of these cook out in the constructors. And I'm gonna eat this fruit pie. And we'll catch up when that's done. Okay. Back? Okay, let's see what we got for stuff. Computer. Oh, I put some in here. Yeah. No, I should have more field chargers. And a pentaxid tank. Connected to the main. Okay, so we need to. So, oh, it did make the chargers, and it didn't make the tank. So I'm down one charger. Fault. Almost like I didn't have to do anything. And then we've got shield, charger, need power coil. Can I make a pentaxid? And then for power coil, Terrestrum. I'll do with no, because I want, dang it. The way that I'm going to be configuring it all in there, I need to have them all. So, I'm going to go get some Terrestrum from the Crystal Moon. That's the only way. I'll be back. All right, let's get this all built, put together. We can use that. Okay. Computer. Hold. Patron. Exit. What I can do, I'm going to actually move around a couple of these items. There are generators back there and some fuel. That give me and fuel tank. So I've got some space up here which is designated for constructors. But you don't need more than one constructor on a small ship like that. Don't want to put the pentexit up here because it does have radiation. But the fuel tank put in. Now, this could lead to an interesting situation if we lose the front of the ship and this fuel tank gets shot. It explode. So that makes me think that I that thing. And because this is single player, you do not need seats. Put my trauma station right there. So then I can also move the wireless. Let's put the wireless up front. That is a relatively benign object. Doesn't have radiation, doesn't explode. Useful in everything. Okay. And I kind of want to move the core. We're not going to do that. Okay. Let me just see if this opened up more spots underneath. Yes, it did. Okay, so we've got the improved CPUs. And I can now put the advanced on the sides like so. And then the basic I can sneak up into this setup in that corner. And Taxid's gonna go there no matter what I do. And then I'll have to remember to put the door back on. Okay, so that... I'm fine with that fuel right there. And the shield generator is not super big. I put that at the back, and then that leaves me... should have enough space. Oh, up. Exit. But like so. The core is going to move. Another core. I'm not going to put a salvage core in this. But could. Doesn't matter if it's a salvage core or a regular core. Just salvage core can't be saved to blueprint. We're going to just do either or. It'll be quick. Thank you for waiting while I mumble to myself as I do this. This quick 1 hour excursion has turned into 4. But that's fine. That's Empyrion. Okay, so that core... I'm just moving it because I want symmetry inside. But I can put it in the front. Fine with putting it in the front. Don't quite want to put it in the front there. I'll put it above the pentaxid. And then I can put the remaining shield parts one, 2, 4. And then that leaves me with... Problem with these shield parts and stuff is they explode. So if this part of the ship gets hit, the whole thing is gone, right? These things will explode. The ship's done. Let me make sure I've got my CPU good enough. Oh, yeah. Got plenty of CPU. There. Hey. I can put in some more fuel. I can put the door back on now. Interior. That one. So, open up like that. And then I need to fill in blocks. Don't like the fuel tank like. I'm gonna actually pull that out. Oh, I have to put the oxygen station. So that can go. That's the CPU. CPU. Go right there. I do need an armor locker. Nope, I got an armor locker. 2 of them. That'll be 2 deep. Okay. That I can put back. Fine with that. Okay. What can I do with this? Fuel on chip. The fuel capacity. 1800, not great. door. Not gonna let me place this in. Well, that could probably go more further back. Get a second fuel tank. That. So that way it can be buried in the wall. Make myself some blocks for finish. Small fuel tank. Small fuel tank. And do I have small building blocks? Container storage. That's not going to help. I have 3. Make a couple more. Again, I won't need more than 10. I'll take my paint tool with me. There. That's there. That'll be good. Almost done. I think. I'm going to say a promise, but I don't know if that's not a promise that I can make. Uno, like so. And then this, I need, come on. So, a similar block. That didn't do it, but that's fine. Like it was always there. And then let's put the door back. Thin glass door. Probably should cover. Let's see if I can cover that. I probably can't. No, because these blocks are in the way. Oh, that's not the multi-tool. But that didn't cause my... Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that caused that to explode and would have blown up my ship? That would have been great. Okay, there. A little door, a little access door. Now we just got to fuel it up, turn it on, and not blow up. And we got to manage. Cool. 3,000 fuel for a small ship is more than enough. Oxygen. I need more oxygen. Exit. I am. Dangerously low in pentaxid. Okay, I need to put the positrons outside. So we had there was one here. There's probably one in the front. I want it aimed backward, though it doesn't matter. Then I'm gonna so I can place these. Hard to see when it's black paint and it's nighttime. Okay, I think 2 underneath is going to be sufficient. I think that's what we had before. I have, unfortunately, no exit for that. I did get pentaxid from... I did get some pentaxid while I was waiting for that stuff to craft. I went and moved my pentaxid miner to this system. And I have some for crafting. I'm gonna pull craft. And I need ammo. So for this ship, positrons, that's gonna be a lot. And what are the guns? And let's check my CPU. See, I'm over CPU. Shit. Okay. Gonna have to take... What do the... Group everything. Positrons take 1900 each. I'm gonna have to take 2 of them off. Yeah. Ooh, that's cutting it close. Kind of how it do. Or the... Gatlings are 800 CPU. And how much do rockets cost? 14. So if I take... These are better. They're the guided missiles. I could do it if I take 4 guns out. I can put 2 missile launchers in. I'd have 4 Gatlings. No, I'd have 2 Gatlings, 4 positron turrets, and 2 missile launchers. Or I can have 6 Gatlings and no explosive power. I'm not really gonna need the explosive power, but I want it. I want it. I want to blow stuff up. This is supposed to blow stuff up. We're gonna take you. Gonna take that plug out. That plug out, because that's where the rockets are. Ooh, so exciting. And I won't be able to further upgrade this ship until I get an aux core, which that's a long time in the future. Where did these place? Oh, in the components bin. Ammo system. Gatlings, I believe, take regular 15 by 120. Sometimes it's nice to have an explosive. Nice. Sure that I'm not. That might put me like what, 1800? That'll put me like just over. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Let's look at the CPU usage, CPU stats to see if there's anything. Shield boosters are needed. Restore generator. Oh, you know what? One thing I didn't check. I didn't check what the power output was going to be like while flying. Be fine. It's high, but it'll probably put me at 100% CPU when I'm firing. Definitely at 100% when I'm recharging shields. So it's going to be running at capacity. But that is fine. And then for this, I also will need build it in this one. Need the guided. Guided? The laser guided one. Dude, what's this? Oh. No, I don't. I'm not interested in making an alarm. Thank you. But up. Ooh, second rocket. Okay. I can shield her up and not get her blown up. Yeah, 193 over CPU. That I'm not bothered with. We want this. Enough. Oh, so exciting. That's going to be all that we're going to be able to do for now. I want to go attack something. So we're going to test to see stuff. Shield me. That's not so bad. Well, it's... Oh, that's terrible while it's charging shields. I'm going to burn out my generators. Yeah. And if those blow up, the ship blows up. So I might need to swap out a charger for a generator. An actual ship generator. I need this to be... The reason why I like these... scroll up. The reason why I like positrons on a small vessel is it will shoot in atmosphere. Yeah, I gotta swap out some of the CPU for the land you on top. The most impractical of location. They put you there. Okay, so this is a capacitor merger. Let me connect. This is kind of half of Empyrion, by the way, is sorting out your... Don't want to... Merge rate 5. So that is 475. 200. So I can lose 2 charge. And the CPU gain from that... Oh, much better. Yeah, this is kind of half of what you do, or at least what I do in Empyrion is balancing your system load to make sure that you're not gonna blow yourself up. Small generator, advanced small generator. That's a 3x1. You give me 1.1. I don't know if I have the space for them. I don't remember if these were under. I don't remember if there was space. Oh yeah, there's space. Oh yeah. Yeah. And this planet with the sunlight. Sorry, shield charger. But that's going to give me more shield capacity. I'm probably going to be over 3,000. That's cool. Okay, we get it. You're storming. At least the storm effects in Empyrion don't freak out my dog, like the storm effects in many other games. He doesn't think the actual world is ending. That other one to finish. And I'm probably going to edit this whole sequence out of me placing everything. Because it ended up being like 30 minutes. Side. Yeah, it's already so much better. It doesn't have much fuel. It's not meant for long distance. It's definitely short range. 3150 for my shields. That's pretty good. And we'll check. Ooh, that's a little bit more over. $96 though is still acceptable. Just make sure that it doesn't. Want to make sure that when it's toggling to charge, there's a delay before the charge starts. Oh, okay. Okay, it's good. Okay, so and as I said before, by putting the detector on this part, it's always number 1. And as I get more advanced, the drone base, I don't think I want to test against the drone base. But as I get further along, I'll be able to put in aux cores. This. And further extend both my shield capacity and my combat output. Positrons. On troop transport. Met me, bro. Using a ship like this is really, really good for like farming rep. Go to a snow planet, and almost the entire surface will be covered with troops. So you can just hover. The guided missiles are definitely better. They are more expensive, but they've got tracking. Cool. I would say that with the rockets on the ground shooting at me. There's troops on the ground. They're really hard to see from the sky, but oh, they're not even Xerox troops, they're just bugs. That guy. But my positrons target them. Oh, those are the Xerox stuff. The Rip Hounds. I'll be using this in an upcoming mission. Let's see what I can do against the factory. Got a shield. Still have to worry in general about plasma weapons. Plasma weapons do heavy damage to lasers. Rockets, not so much. Well, rockets it cracks. See, like that, I gotta be careful. One of the problems with turrets, with a lot of stuff, is the turrets will target the closest entity, the closest enemy, which in a lot of cases means it's targeting ground troops. Now you can set what it's targeting yourself. Like they've got laser turrets that are also, they've got positron turrets that are also. That's no problem. I'll be able to get that down. I just got to make sure I clear out the ground troops. Those alien plasmas do a lot. That's kind of the problem with the small vessels, is their shields are not great. So that's probably something that I would end up actually doing. Taking the shields down with my larger ship, with my cap ship. Yeah, rocket launchers was definitely the right choice. But I think that's all I'm interested in for right now. Not quite the POI buster that I was hoping for, but good for clearing out ground troops. And it'll be good for drones in space and small stuff, but not for any big ships. That I'm gonna need a lot more. And what I'm gonna do, what I want to do is to park it right on top here. I gotta take out those rails. I'm gonna leave that for the next time. Parked. Turn it off. Because also, in case you weren't aware, when your ships are docked to either a base or another ship, they are immune to damage while they're docked because it shuts the shields off. But even though I was drove off by that factory, that's still a great ship. It's still success, and I will figure out the best way to use it in combat. Going up against POIs is each POI is different, and you have to be prepared for the different weapon types. So when the POIs are shielded, they can be a lot more problematic. But we'll get into that next time. Thanks again for watching this kind of extended bit of Empyrion. I do appreciate the views, the likes, the comments. I really do genuinely appreciate it. And we will catch up next time. Goodbye.